Namaste. My name is Sharanya Nagabhushanam. I'm doing my master's in Kautilya's Arthashastra from Arthashastra, and I'm submitting the research project thesis video on comparative study of financial systems from Kautilya's era to medieval to modern day. It is my absolute privilege to be speaking before you today on a topic that bridges history, economics, and governance, the evolution of financial systems from the era of Kautilya to medieval times and into the modern financial world. Financial systems have always played a fundamental role in shaping the economic landscape of nations, ensuring stability, promoting trade, and driving economic growth. Our discussion today will revolve around how financial principles have evolved over time. Drawing from the wisdom of Kautilya's Arthashastra, medieval economic systems, and the complexities of modern financial frameworks. Kautilya's financial system and principles. Kautilya, also known as Chanakya, was a master economist and political strategist whose treatise, the Arthashastra, laid the foundation for structured economic policies in ancient India. Written around the 4th century BCE, this comprehensive text provided guidelines for governance, economic administration, taxation, trade, and financial accountability, state control, and economic management. Unlike today's free market economies, Kautilya believed in strong state control over economic activities. The state regulated trade, controlled key industries, and imposed taxes with fairness to avoid burdening the common populace. Taxation and revenue management. Kautilya proposed a systematic taxation system where farmers, traders, and professionals contributed a fair share to the treasury, typically between 1/6 and 1/4 of their earnings. He also emphasized progressive taxation, a concept that modern economies still adhere to today. Public finance and administration. The revenue collected was utilized for military, defense, infrastructure, social welfare, and emergency funds. Treasury management was crucial, ensuring surplus reserves to support the kingdom in times of crisis. Anti corruption measures. Kautilya was deeply concerned about corruption and advocated for strict surveillance, auditing, and punishment measures to prevent financial fraud within the administration. These principles demonstrate that even in ancient times, economic stability and state revenue generation were integral to governance. Medieval financial system. As a transition to medieval financial systems, we see a gradual shift from state dominated economies to more trade driven financial mechanisms. Rise of guilds and trade networks. The medieval period saw the emergence of guilds, organized groups of merchants and artisans who regulated trade, set quality strategies, standards, and ensured fair wages. This was similar to Kautilya's emphasis on economic regulation but more decentralized. Expansion of banking systems. The development of banking systems in the medieval Islamic and European economies introduced credit, promissory notes, and early forms of banking regulation. The use of checks and bills of exchange facilitated international trade, creating more fluid financial interactions compared to Kautilya's state controlled treasury system. Taxation and feudal systems. In contrast to Kautilya's centralized tax collection, medieval societies, particularly in Europe, relied on feudal lords to collect taxes from peasants. These funds supported military campaigns, royal courts, and church institutions. Monetary policies and coinage. Gold and silver remained central to monetary policies, much like in Kautilya's time. However, the introduction of minted coins by various rulers allowed greater economic flexibility, trade expansion, and monetary control. Another significant aspect of medieval finance was the role of trade guilds and merchant organizations in regulating markets. Unlike Kautilya's strict government oversight, these organizations played a crucial role in self regulation, setting pricing standards, and ensuring market fairness. The transition represents the early stages of capitalism, which would later shape modern financial principles. Modern financial system. Fast forward to today, modern financial systems are highly dynamic, globalized, and technologically advanced. Governments, corporations, and individuals operate in interconnected financial markets governed by regulations, trade agreements, and economic policies. Market driven economies, unlike Kautilya's state controlled model, today's economies function on principles of supply and demand with minimal state intervention in most sectors. Privatization, free markets, and global trade define financial interactions. Advanced taxation systems, progressive taxation, corporate taxes, VAT, GST, and wealth distribution policies reflect an evolved version of Kautilya's fair tax policies. Governments use these funds for infrastructure, defense, education, and public welfare. Monetary policies and central banks. Modern financial stability is ensured by central banks like the Federal Reserve or the Reserve Bank of India. Unlike Kautilya's metallic based currency system, fiat money, digital transactions, cryptocurrency have transformed how we perceive and utilize money. Technology and digital finance. With online banking, mobile payments, blockchain technology, and artificial intelligence, financial transactions today occur within seconds, an unimaginable feat in ancient or medieval times. International financial institutions. Organizations like the World Bank, IMF, and WTO regulate financial activities on a global scale, ensuring economic stability, trade agreements, and economic development. Assistance for nations in need. Additionally, the rise of stock markets, credit systems, and fintech innovations has revolutionized financial transactions. Unlike medieval trade based finance or Kautilya's state driven economy, today's financial world thrives on the interconnected global markets and advanced risk assessment tools. Comparative analysis and lessons for the future. As we compare these financial systems, some key takeaways emerge. The importance of economic regulation. While Kautilya advocated for state controlled economies, modern systems emphasize free markets. However, regulations remains critical to preventing crisis, ensuring ethical practices, and maintaining economic stability. Sustainable taxation strategies. The principles of fair taxation seen in the Arthashastra remain valid today. Governments must balance tax burdens to ensure economic growth without overburdening citizens. Monetary stability and inflation control. Both ancient and modern economies recognize the dangers of inflation and economic instability. Kautilya's treasury reserves and modern fiscal policies serve similar purposes in economic management. Ethical and accountable governance. Corruption control, financial audits, and transparency, values emphasized by Kautilya, continue to be priorities in today's financial world, highlighting the need for ethical governance. Adapting to technological changes. As medieval economies evolved from coin based transactions to banking systems and now digital finance, we must remain adaptable and innovative in financial strategies. Conclusion. The evolution of financial systems from Kautilya's era to the modern day is a testament to the ever changing nature of economies. While the mechanisms and tools have evolved, the fundamental principles of financial stability, ethical taxation, state governance, and economic regulation remains relevant. By learning from the past, we refine our present policies and shape a future where financial systems promote equity, growth, and stability on a global scale. Thank you, and I look forward for any questions or discussions on the same. Thank you.